Dude, where is my chair? I have this little camping chair that I've been sitting outside on. I wonder if it blew over the cliff. I don't see it down there. That is concerning. Okay. Well, guess I'm gonna go back in the hammock. Hammock time. I'm trying to let more of myself show in these videos, be a little more me. But man, I am such a dork. I am such a nerd. Time to water my sunflower. My brother planted this sunflower for me and she's gonna bloom now any day. But I have not been watering her every day, so she's not the happiest little camper. Same, girl. Same. I have no idea where that chair went. Any hoops. I was gonna go sit and have a chat with you guys in my camping chair, but I can't find my camping chair, so I guess I'm just gonna walk and have a chat with you guys. I feel as if I have lost a bit of my sparkle. You know, I have just been a little on the depressed side for the past few weeks, and maybe it's time I tell y'all exactly why. Okay, I'm not going to tell you exactly why. I'm learning not to tell other people's stories and to be more discerning about who I tell the intimate details of my situation with. But I will tell you what's important to know. Recently broke up with my boyfriend, and it's been really tough. Detaching with love from someone who's not able to meet my needs has been one of the hardest things that I've ever been through. The grief is immense, and when the weight gets too heavy, my body shuts down, goes into a state of deep rest. I'm learning to be less shameful of this state, and sharing about it is part of my efforts to do so. When depression visits, it's like a haze. I can't see the beauty of the here and now. I feel stuck, alone, afraid. It's uncomfortable, but I'm learning to accept that it is part of my process. Throughout my life, I've had many periods of depression, some as brief as a few days, and some as long as years. Boy, the moon's beautiful. It's perfectly halfway right now. Perfect. At the root of my depression is the pain of abandonment from having parents that don't know how to support you and love you as a child. And, it's a big one. It leaves a big old hole in your heart that you just spend your whole life trying to fill. I have tried to fill my hole with relationships, achievements, food, and I can accept that those will probably always be my crutches, but never provide any permanent fix. There is no permanent fix. But when depression visits, I can meet it with love. And when I'm ready, I will choose to move my body and connect with people, and the haze will lift, like it always has. And it always does. A recent interaction with my former partner triggered this depressive period. I now feel attached to him again, and I'm not moving forward. I just feel very stuck and stagnant. And yeah, it's been a depressing few weeks since then, but I'm coming out of it. I bought myself a pair of running shoes. I can recognize that depression's like a haze. It's like this gray fog where you can't really see your life in full color anymore. And in the spring, I found it really easy to see the color in my life and my world, because there was just wildflowers everywhere and the hills were all green and moss was mossing and it was so beautiful. Yeah, and I kind of had a feeling that if I stayed here through the summer that I would feel this type of way at some point. Actually, this exact point in the summer. We're in mid-July and it is hot as hell. The sun is out all the time. And when you have a mind like mine, summer is the worst time of year. And I've always said that because it's just I don't need to be with my mind for 18 hours a day. I don't need to combat these thoughts in the daylight for that many hours, I am cool with the sun going down at 4, 5, 6 p.m. Sun goes down, dim the lights. Cool, we made it through another day. That's how it should be. And summer is just way overwhelming for me to have to be with myself for so many friggin' hours. I'm going to Europe in a couple weeks, and I'm really fucking looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I just need to get myself out of this negative headspace where I'm not really seeing the beauty and the preciousness of right now, and only seeing it for its negative. So yeah, I bought some running shoes and I'm gonna start running apparently. She's so fast. Pretty far down the driveway now in the shady spot. And my friend just called me and we had a nice little chat until I lost service in this tree area. Tons of trees right here, so hard to stay in touch. But I just wanted to stop and check in on the vlog because, 50% of the reason I'm running is so that I can vlog about it. Let's be real. But it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. I'm like, wow, motivating me to get out of bed and get off Pinterest and just fucking do some shit. Do something. Started thinking about running and my history with running because I was like a really serious athlete in high school and college. I played field hockey. I feel really grateful that I have this I don't know, like when you're athletic through your youth, I feel like you just have like kind of like a tolerance for physical pain, exercise that like I might not have otherwise have. Like I can just get up and run 3 miles without having ran previously in months, and that's a cool thing. I'm really grateful for that. And Hannah, my friend who just called, is someone I played field hockey with in college, and we both have that athletic background, and she just had a baby, so we're gonna connect on Strava. I'm listening to my Spotify on shuffle, which is proving to be very fun. Like random songs are coming up that I haven't heard in a long time. What else? Thinking about, exercise used to be like something that I had to do to be like really in shape and like was like kind of like punishment for like having a body. And then I started to get really gentle with my movement. Walking and yoga has been like my main sources of like exercise the past few years. And just recently I've started to like want to have more strenuous exercise, but I don't want it to be linked to like having a certain appearance or like body in mind, just because that gets me into like a negative mindset. So I'm trying to just run for the endorphins and enjoy beautiful scenery and my new shoes. One of the hard things about this summer being in a new place, having recently gone through a breakup, is that I don't have friends in this area. And also I am in like a different stage of life than a lot of my friends. I have a lot of Gen Z friends who are in similar stages of life, just kind of like, building careers, single or in new relationships, etc. And then I have a lot of friends my age who are married, having kids, and my sister just recently had a kid too. So it's kind of hard to be in different stages of life with people that know me really well and I love deeply. Those are the people that I would normally rely on, for emotional support, but kind of feeling like I can't reach out because they got other priorities. And yeah, feeling better. It's a good thing. I think one of the things about being codependent is that you try to manage other people's emotions for them. And so I think I try to predict like, oh, they don't have space for me because of XYZ. And like, it's actually not up to me to decide whether or not somebody else has space for me. It's up to them to call and talk to me if and when they have space. And I don't really to like, I'm learning to not like shrink myself or make myself smaller to make other people comfortable and to just see who keeps showing up. So see how insane it is to be in my mind. I just think like this constantly. So life is so complicated and yet so simple. We just need to move our bodies, go outside a little bit, talk to people, and everything's going to be okay. Yeah. Okay. Love you. Bye. I can be very critical of myself and how I cope with challenges. It's important for me to acknowledge that this circumstance is just hard, not because I'm doing anything wrong, but just because it is objectively difficult. I'm back on the driveway. And damn, I do feel good. Running, man. It's true what they say. It is true what they say about running. I don't know exactly what it is they say, but damn, it does make you feel good, even though it sucks while you're doing it. Last little bit. I'm so excited to get back and take a cold shower. and drink my ice cold Pellegrino I have in the fridge. Yeah, let's go. Woo. Been walking most of the hills and running the downhills. But that's the most fun. That's the most fun. I love running downhill. On the other side of any depressive period I've had, I find my life even more beautiful than I did before. I feel more deeply connected to myself and others and the world. That is why I value my depression. However, I will not live in a haze. I'm committed to slowing down when depression visits so that I can listen to what it needs. It has always been really difficult for me to create through depressive periods, so this video in itself is a huge, huge win. Thank y'all for watching. It means so much to have you here. I'm recording myself, putting my shoes on. And I came across this little cricket friend who has landed on me 2 mornings in a row at almost the exact same time. This morning, I actually had the wherewithal to pick him up and throw him out the door. And now I'm wondering, what does it mean when a cricket lands on you? There must be some symbolism there. I'm gonna look it up. Bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna look it up.